Hey guys, this is Steve. I'm here doing my first tutorial on Anycubic 3D printers. You see I got my little setup here. I got my mini mono over here. I got back I think in 2021, and I just got the big old Anycubic M7 Max just a few weeks ago, probably about a month and a half ago, and I have been having a few issues with it, which we'll actually get to a little bit later. But unfortunately, a month and a half in, I actually destroyed my LCD screen, that does all the imaging and stuff like that. And what happened was, after doing one of the many failed prints, I had my tilting brackets. So anyone who has one of these 7 Maxes, they have offset hooks where you can put your build plate to let all the resin drain off. Well, I was letting it draining after I pulled off all the bad pieces, and I shut the lid, went upstairs, did my thing, completely forgot about it, and I hit the print, came downstairs and heard this god-awful noise, and I opened up my printer, and there it was, the build plate jamming itself into the bottom of the LCD screen, of course destroying it. So we are going to replace the LCD screen on the M7 Max, and because I haven't seen any tutorials on it, on how to do it. There's Anycubic wiki page says how to do it, but there's no real actual tutorial. On top of that, there's some other issues which I'm going to do a tutorial on, like actually raising your LCD screen, because a lot of people are having issues that there's a big gap between the FEP or NFEP, whichever you use, and the LCD screen, which is causing problems with failed prints. And there's a few other parts you need to take a look at that will actually fix that. But first, we'll get the LCD screen switched out. And from the Anycubic page, it looks like it's pretty easy. So yeah, let's get started. Well, the first thing you notice when you get the M7 Max, it's a beast. The thing's freaking huge, and it's really heavy. When I got the box, I actually couldn't believe that the printer took up that much of the box, and it was so heavy. I actually couldn't believe that it was actually a 3D printer that was that heavy. Yes, it's incredibly heavy. You'll get one of these boxes, see right there, and this guy here, your leveling paper. Inside the box, you'll get a bunch of these Allen wrenches, which you'll definitely need to take off your build plate and remove any screws if you got to get into your printer. So right now, this is the bottom of the printer. Definitely need to find a nice size workspace to actually tilt this over, or if you're agile enough, you can just leave it standing up and get under it and unscrew it. So find the right wrench. All right, it's definitely not the really big one, so it's got this one. So yeah, just these screws right here. Okay, actually I've never done this before. This is my first time changing on LCD screens, so whatever surprises are in there, whatever surprises that are in there. So this is actually supposed to just take off the screen, the front panel, which there it is. It's let me lift it up here. You can see inside there, that's a screen. We just carefully let it sit there. And as per Anycubic, this is the actual ribbon for the LCD screen. So it's it's almost like a plug and play, just one cable, which is really good. All right, that looks like about it from that part. I know we're probably going to have to pull off some tape or something, but yeah, this stuff right here, this little yellow tape. Okay, let's get this set up, and we'll tear off that broken LCD screen. Okay, the first thing you got to do to get in there is pull off all the protective tape and masking that's on there. Right now, you'll see mine looks a little different because it's just electrical tape. Because I have already raised my LCD screen but I'll show you how to do that later. Maybe another vid, maybe in this one, we'll see. All right, so doing that part's pretty easy. You just go in and, you know, if this is the normal protective tape, you just pull it off. Although the one that's right down here, the thick one, that's a little bit of a beast. It's got some real strong adhesive on there. You can see the adhesive, let me go closer. The adhesive is still on there. It's some really strong stuff. All right, so now LCD screen is completely uncovered. It's this guy right here. And you really can't get under there. You're gonna need some help. All right, so what we're gonna do, you really don't have to. It's your judgment call. But they say there's 4 little openings, 2 here and 2 here. You can slide some adhesive remover under there, like Goo Gone. You can get little bottles like these at your local model shop, most likely on Amazon. Just put some Goo Gone in there and just go right into these one little holes, just a little bit in there to loosen up the adhesive, because that adhesive is really strong. All right, so what are we going to do now? Yep, okay, let's stop for a second. All right, back to my work table. So now we're going to unbox the new LCD screen. I've already opened it up, but I just wanted to show you they packed it really good. Got it from Amazon, and it's packaged really solid. And it was so heavy. I mean, I thought there was more stuff in it than just the LCD screen. Well, there is, but it's not that heavy. Okay, so we'll open up here. So this is what it looks like. They did an awesome job of packing this up. This is a fantastic job of packing it up. Come on. Anywho. So here's the screen. Okay, and of course it's stuck there. There we go, more stuff. All right. So we got here, this is the actual screen itself. And they gave you a suction cup, which is awesome because you actually need suction cups to pull the screen up. You have your actual screen that is so many layers of foam protection, which I'm blown away at how well they kept this nice and secure. All right, and they gave you a protective screen. I don't remember my Max actually having this on there, so this is different. Okay, well, let's see here. All right, what else we got in here? Okay, and pardon me if it's a little wonky here. I've got my camera set up and I'm standing off to the side trying to look into where I'm actually filming, and it's a little weird. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Some stickers. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, alcohol prep, dust absorber. Asked for the cleaning off the screen. We got here. Oh, this is the actual tape we just ripped off. This is like the actual professional, what you're actually supposed to use to protect your screen. Protective tape. Huh, okay. Alrighty. And this is the front piece, which was a pain in the ass to pull off because of all the adhesive that was under there. Alright, so we got that. What else we got in here? I gave you another piece of leveling paper. And what's this? This looks like maybe a screen protector? Which if it is, that's awesome. Or maybe it's just FEP. I don't know. Feels like it's thick enough to be FEP, but I don't know if it's large enough to fit on there. So here's the screen. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. There's no real description inside the package of what it actually does. Yeah, it's way too small to be FEP. I'm assuming it's probably a screen protector. You put it on before you put this stuff on. But honestly, I don't know. I think I just might use electrical tape because it's a lot easier to work with. I mean, it might not be professional, but I'm worried about putting this down and trying to get everything all lined up, which is a kind of pain in the ass if anybody's. When I changed the LCD screen on my mini mono, that was a pain in the ass trying to get this thing lined up and stick down, because it stick to the LCD, to the screen and the printer, and freaking yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. Okay, so here's the screen, and let's go and pull up the screen. And by the way, I'll put a link on where you can actually get the LCD screen over on Amazon. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, actually, you probably want to go to Michael's or any craft store, see if you can get some decent sized suction cups like this. I'd say get two, because one is not going to do it because the adhesive under here is really strong. But I'll just use one because I've already pulled this up, so there's no adhesive under there except what tape I used as risers. So just carefully pull. I don't have to worry because this thing's already destroyed, so if I break the LCD screen again, it's not going to matter. Okay. And if you're just doing this to raise your LCD screen, be very careful, because as you can see, I can lift this end up here and up here, and you're bending right here, so be very, very careful. There we go. All right. Just pull it up. All right, I'm going to have to make new gaskets. Oh, crap. Anyway, these are the gaskets I have under here to raise up my LCD screen. Ah, okay. Now I know what that nice glass screen was. Oh, if you can see, there's the crack right there. The glass screen is actually this guy right here, which is fantastic. Now I got a spare one. I don't really need it, but now I've got a spare one. Okay, I'll go back over here. Okay, so let's see here what we're going to do. Yeah, we're just going to take this off here. Take this off here. Again, like I said, I haven't done this before, so trying to figure out which. Okay, that plug removes. I think I'm going to mark it so I know. So I reach around my camera. Okay. So I know it's the front. That's the front. Okay. So the screen should be completely loose. Pardon my arm. Let's get this lifted back up again. Okay, so it should be loose. Adhesive. We'll just maybe pull that out. Make sure it's not sticking. Yeah, there's tape under there, so. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks like double stick under there that was holding in. So if it gets stuck, don't worry about it. It's just double stick foam tape holding that. And then, pardon me, I'm just trying to get it removed. All right. So there we go, our old screen. Toss that in the crapper. Okay, now we got the new one, and it's got a protective film on it. Back. Gotta make sure this is all nice and clean. Let me just quickly wipe that down. Just make sure this is nice and clean. Oh, Windex is great. Don't get any of the off brands. Windex is king. I don't know, I've tried other brands of window cleaner, and they always seem to leave streaks, always streaks. Anywho, and you can use 90% isopropyl alcohol, or as Uncle Jesse over on the Uncle Jesse channel, isopropanol, as he would say. All right, so we're just going to put this back in, slide it in there. All right, beautiful. All right, so that sits way too flush, because unfortunately there's issues with the 7 Max, the M7 Max, where there's a big gap between the FEP and the screen, and I'll show you how to fix that. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, but it's going to be in a separate video. All right, so they actually gave you, were nice enough to give you in the LCD screen kit that I got, gave you actually another data cable. So just in case this one's screwed up, you know, you're good. You got another one. So yeah, just go ahead and make sure the front gets slid back in here. Make sure, can you see it? Let's go down a little bit. Come on, go down. There we go. And it just goes back in here, up in here. I'm sorry if you can't see it, but you'll know exactly what it is when you actually do this to yours. Where the hell it goes down? Is that it? There it is. Okay. Come on, you little bastard. Is that all that comes? Seems like it just kind of just sits in there. It doesn't feel like it snaps or anything. Look at this one here. Okay, it goes under there. Ah, there's like a little lock there. This black bar here. Let's see if I can bring it in a little closer. I'm sorry, I know this isn't a really good shot, but if you take a look at here, you'll see a little black bar. I didn't see this when I was pulling it out. It was already flipped up. There's a little black bar here that has it locked in. Just flip it up, and you just pull it back, pull it out. And you just stick it back in there, pull that little black bar down, and it locks data cable in. All right, there we go. All right, so, okay, now at this point we can actually just put the front screen back on. I'll tell you what, this was actually a lot easier than doing my mini mono over here, one with the yellow screen. Okay, so you don't need to see this part, so I'm just going to do this off film, so I'll be right back. As I said before, we got this stuff here. I would suggest just getting electrical tape. People use, I've heard use packaging tape because it's thin, but the problem is around the edge here, you can get light bleed, which then on your build plate, you'll get an edge of like crusty resin that gets hit by the UV coming out of the edge there. So this stuff will block light, and you want to get the cheapest electrical tape you can get, for the reason being the cheaper it is, the thinner it'll be, and you want it to be thin. The heavy duty stuff for the good electrical tape is thicker, and you don't want that. So definitely make sure you get the 3/4 inch. I don't know if they come in larger or smaller. I only see 3/4 inch, but just in case. And you can see the edge right here to line it up, and you only want to go maybe 3/16 of an inch on there, because any farther in, you're going to get in the way of the actual image the LCD screen creates. So we'll fast forward this because this is going to take a minute or two. Now do your best to trim off any extra. Let me grab my X-Acto knife. And if you look close, you're not going to see it on the video, but you can see right here the edge on both sides. And you can use that as just a base on how far in to cut. If you want to, back here where they overlap, if you don't want any extra height, which I don't know if it'll actually be a problem or not, but go ahead and just trim that off right there, so everything stays flush. There we go. All right, that's all done. Now you can actually do the exact same thing right here with the electrical tape, except you're probably going to need 2 layers to cover the distance. Let's see this stuff here. I don't know, this stuff here, yeah, it's supposed to cover that. I don't know. Let's turn upside down, see here. I don't know, this stuff is thick. I almost feel safer using the electrical tape. This stuff is thick and there's no give to it, but it's got to rise. This is no longer lying flush to that. So the LCD screen here is sitting higher than the actual printer base. Yeah, I'm going to use the electrical tape instead of the actual adhesive stuff that you're supposed to use. The good thing about electrical tape is it's cheap. If you screw up this stuff, well, you can just pull that right off and just put another piece on. All right, there she is. She's all set and ready to go. Got a new LCD screen, some gaskets rising it up, sealed up with a screen protector on there. All right, let's put my resin bin on there. Beautiful. And if you want to know what that is, that's just, it's sticking to the edges of the electrical tape over there. Alright, I think she's good to go. Should be alright. Use my build plate here and just set it on, just see what it looks like. Make sure. Yeah, looks good. I just want to make sure the tape isn't coming out too far and ruining any prints. If you see that happen, where prints are being cut off because the electrical tape is just too far out, just go back, either trim it off or put a new piece of tape on it. Okay, let's take this off. I might as well do it while I'm here. Level the base plate, or the build plate. It's got an auto leveler, kind of, sort of. So you just got to unscrew these parts here. Yeah, you so definitely want to re-level your plate, because now your LCD screen is about maybe 1/8 of an inch higher than what it was before. So yeah, that base plate, build plate comes down and destroys your fresh new almost $200 LCD screen. Be a little upset. All right, there we go. Just make sure these are relatively decently loose. Make sure everything flows, moves freely. Oh, yeah, nice if I actually moved this part here. Duh. All right, so let's actually plug this back in. There we go. All right, and we're going to turn around. All right, let's go down here. There. Other. There it is. So there, Z-axis, leveling, and just follow the instructions. Paper down. All right, hold that down, and now just incrementally tighten these. And just wait till you get a little resistance. Go to the next one, get a little resistance, rinse and repeat. All right, and hit complete leveling. Okay. All right, you're all set. You should be good to go with brand new LCD screen and raised LCD screen and brand new LCD screen. So I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. I'm probably going to be back with some more tutorials, or just some tips and tricks that I found, by using my 3D printers over the past few years. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my long-winded tutorial, and I guess I'll see you all soon. All right, bye.